Hello and welcome to CX Today. I'm Reece Fischer, Deputy Editor, and in today's session, we're going to be speaking about the contact center space. More specifically, we're going to be looking at AI's role within the contact center and some of the key AI powered technologies that we think could define 2025 and beyond. And for this discussion, I'm very fortunate to be joined by David Bagdasarian, co-founder and CEO of Crisp, and Wayne Butterfield, AI, automation, and contact center transformation partner at ISG. David, Wayne, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me. It was exciting to be here.
Yep, and thank you, Reece, and really look forward to the conversation with David also.
Great. So I just wanted to start with you, Wayne. As I mentioned, we're really focusing on the use of AI in the contact center today. Are there any particular AI-powered contact center solutions that you're excited about for 2025?
Well, actually, I think it's more a case of what am I not excited about. But so trying to figure out just a couple of examples was actually quite difficult. But I think we have to be really mindful that I think this year it'd be amiss of me not to talk about the role of AI agents. I think this year is the year of the AI agent. And of course, there are many definitions of what that actually could entail. But I think in the contact center, it's probably one or two things. First of all, it's the next evolution of what we might call chatbots or conversational AI. And I think there's going to be a significant rise in the number of customers who are assisted by agents within the contact center. And I also believe there's the flip side of that, where we have a number of human agents ably assisted by their AI agent co-colleagues, as we may call them. And again, a lot of that is going to be geared around efficiency. And so we're going to find faster interactions or more humanless interactions throughout 2025. And I think the only difference really between this and previous iterations is the level of complexity that we're likely to see in some of these interactions. So that's kind of number one. Number two, and the reason why I really like this one is there's not a lot of AI technologies, I feel, and we're going to talk about a couple actually today, that are not being utilized for pure efficiency and cost reduction. And so actually I really like the second and third examples actually. The second one is around accent smoothing, enabling improved communication between both customer and agent and customer. I think this one really, it hits me at the core because it is a use of AI that is purely designed to make interactions easier. The benefits of those technologies are improved interactions, reduced handle time, and increased efficiency, understanding, etc. So there is an upside to this technology, but the sole purpose of this type of technology is to make interactions between people, not technology, between people better. So that's a technology type that I really believe is going to absolutely explode in 2025. And last but not least, and I know I'm going to hand this one over to David, but around translation. Real-time translation and ability again for people to communicate better with people. But I'll stop talking about that one for now. I'll hand it over to David, and I'd love to hear a little bit more about that one from you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Wayne. Actually, I do share like all three that you mentioned, like agents, something that we are actually working on at Crisp as well. But then the accent conversion technology, like something we already have in our product, right? And now, like we have recently launched something called Crisp AI Interpreter, specifically designed for call centers, right? So what it does, it in real time or near real time, it does speech-to-speech translation between the human agent and customer, right? And like let me like sort of try to explain why that is important. Obviously, language translation is the biggest problem in communication, right? Like there are so many languages, like businesses want to support their customers worldwide, right? And provide, in-time service to them, and obviously supporting voice over telephony in different languages is important. So the way they do it today, they use language service providers. So the customer joins in, and then you have to invite another person to the call. It might take like in average might be like 8 to 10 minutes before they join, because this language service provider might have shortage of translators that can join. They might not have the context of your business. They might be like asking clarifying questions and sometimes do wrong translations and so on. And yeah, so like that's where AI comes in. Like the AI technologies now are able to do translation. And this is a very new sort of capability for humans, right? To do AI powered translation. And because of the nature of CRISP, CRISP, integrates with any soft phone or any CCaaS platform. You don't have to do any write any code for integration. You just install the app on your desktop and plug to your soft phone, and that's it. That's all you need to do. And boom, you have like several things like instant AI that helps your agent with translation. So basically, it is the agent that handles the conversation, but what the customer hears is the translated speech, right? And vice versa. What the customer says, they say it in their original language, and the agent not only hears the translated speech, but also sees the transcript, in both original and translated language on their screen. So that's like a big benefit, right? Like right that the one that the AI just joins the meeting right away. But there are all other benefits, right? The AI is able to translate in many languages compared to the human. Like our solution, out of the box, supports high quality over like 27 languages, with option to add more, like 50 others. And it's like cheaper, right? Like, so it compares to human translator, it's way more cost effective. So yeah, I think like this is going to be a disruptive technology in 25. And we also see that LLMs are just improving translation significantly. Like the older sort of translator technologies are being disrupted by LLMs. So yeah, I'm very, very bullish and excited about this technology.
Great. Thank you for that, David. It's a really impressive bit of tech. I've been looking to see the demos. I spoke to your colleague Anthony yesterday, and there's going to be another piece on the site where we take it through and we show the customer the demo of it in sort of in live action. It's really impressive tech. So I just wanted to maybe throw that back to you, Wayne. Whether anything you'd like to add from an outsider perspective on this product from Crisp, and maybe just more generally about the use of live translation tools in the contact center.
Absolutely. It's an area actually that I'm spending more and more time thinking about. And the reason being is I believe that there is an inflection point in the role of the service providers, the BPOs of this world, the big service providers who are providing contact centers and back office support. There has been, I would say, maybe the second or third generation of BPO was around globalization, creating global centers of excellence because of language predominantly, time zone as well in there. But actually the main reason for this need for globalization was language. And so I don't think it's just disruptive for people who are, using human translators, but potentially disruptive for entire industries like the service provider industry, like these global competency centers, because language may not be the barrier that it once was to getting work done around the world. And so I think this technology, I always, whenever I think of universal translators, it always takes me back to, Star Trek, where, you could be speaking to alien languages in real time and it all sounds English. We have the world equivalent of that technology almost within our grasp now, with the advances that CRISPs have been making, and obviously LLMs in general. So, for me, I think this is far-reaching, much, much greater than just general translation. I think it is a transformative technology for how people will work in the future across multiple industries. And so I think we're just really at the tip of the iceberg. And although 2025 may be the time when this technology starts to become prevalent, I think we've got decades of this technology becoming the norm for us. And no doubt at some point it's going to be installed on every single handset, on every single laptop, and it will be the way that we communicate in the future. So I'm even more bullish than this just from a contact center perspective. I think it's transformative globally.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Star Trek's a nice place to end things today. So thank to both of you for joining me. It's been a really interesting chat. And like I said, do go to the site and check out that demos where you can see the product in action. It's really great to watch it. And also, thank you to our viewers for tuning in. If you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe to the channel and keep an eye on cxtoday.com for more stories like these. Until next time, thank you for watching.